Hi everybody, how are you? I know that I'm due for an update and I apologize that it's taken me so long. Um, First, my finger's feeling better, thankfully. It was a horrible thing. Freak accident. I definitely don't recommend it to anybody. Um, Still a little tender when I do certain things, but for the most part it's better, so that's good news. Um, and I want to say thank you to everyone who wished me well or a speedy recovery, because that was really nice to see all of those messages. So I thank you for that. That was really sweet. And now, the reason why there haven't been videos, because my finger's feeling better, you're like, where's the videos? I've really need to take a step back and focus on my family. We've had a lot of things going on. It's been really hectic, and I'll kind of share a little bit with you about that. But it's just kind of, it's been really difficult, and y'all know that I have 4 kids. 15, 10, 5, and 3 are their ages. It's really been my 10-year-old that has needed the most attention lately, and I kind of have to go back a little ways, but when he was younger, around 3 or so, he was diagnosed with autism. Everybody pretty much knows what that is. There's awareness everywhere, and you know, there's high functioning, low functioning, verbal, nonverbal. There's this huge spectrum, although I don't think they're calling it the spectrum anymore, this huge area where your child can fit in, as far as, or person, it doesn't have to be a child, where they fit into this and how they function. For him it was, at first there's a lot of sensory stuff. He didn't like things touching him, but it's kind of a weird quirk because he liked having long sleeves and long pants. He didn't like wearing short sleeves and shorts. He didn't like loud noises. He would get really kind of agitated when he was around a lot of people. He wasn't really verbal until he was maybe 5-ish. He said it was a lot of like one word, 1 or 2 words would be his responses to most things until he was around 5. Then he started really kind of picking up with the things that he would say. So with a lot of the therapies and the occupational therapies, it was, he really progressed well, and I couldn't really tell that he was autistic anymore. He had a few little quirks, but don't we all? So it wasn't really something that was holding him back, because he's a brilliant kid. I mean, he's always testing way above his grade level in things. He loves to read. He's a funny kid. He's always telling me jokes. He's creative. He loves to build his Legos, and he usually helps me build all my Lego stuff, like my Shopkins and stuff. So he picks up things super quick on how to play games, or how to do things. He's a good kid. He's a cutie pie. He's a good kid. So it was, we were really happy with how things were going. Around the time that he was 7, I got a call from the school saying I needed to come down there, and that he had made and attempted some self-harm. He had gotten upset about something, and he had tried to hurt himself, and it was quite upsetting because I didn't know where it came from and what was going on, and I didn't even realize or understand maybe that my 7-year-old knew what this stuff was. So it was really scary, and we did a lot more testing and a lot more therapies and counseling, and it came up with oppositional defiance disorder, being kind of the next thing that was kind of a part of how his brain worked. I don't think a lot of people know anything about this, because it's not really something I think that's talked about a whole lot, and for us, what it looks like is, or like trying to explain it, when you get upset about something, or if you want to do something but it doesn't happen, or if you really don't want to do something that's asked of you, or if you think something that's go a certain way and then it doesn't happen that way, it's just kind of, you know, you get upset, you might go pout, you might be bummed out, but you know, it's just something that you just kind of, you're able to deal with it and move on to something else. For ODD, what happens is those feelings just intensify until you can't express them in a way that is healthy. It can be, for us, what those episodes, I call them episodes when he's upset. What that means for us is that he can say some pretty hateful things. He can engage in self-harm or harm towards other people. He can run away. It's a pretty scary and awful thing. And initially, when we had the diagnosis for this, we had that first one, and then it maybe happened maybe once a month, maybe twice a month, but it was very spread out when it would happen, and we just kind of be like, maybe it was just a tough day, and that set it kind of going on edge. And we tried a lot of natural therapies with him, or like taking all the dyes out of his diets, and it was just kind of lots of different things that we tried to help make this so that it wasn't so intense, or so they wouldn't occur in the first place. A lot of the therapies work on trying to make it so that he could process his feelings and things like that, but we just kind of, we were having a pretty good time. I mean, part of that, I think, was when this first happened, when he was 7, I left my job as a cop to be home with them, because this is pretty scary, and we realized that he needed some more attention and 24-hour care, and just someone around to answer or to be there for him and to do a lot of therapies with him. And he did really well for a long time until the last few months. It's kind of progressed kind of tenfold. The episodes that would happen, like I said, once or maybe twice a month, are now happening every day. We were at the school every day for the last 3 months, when he wasn't suspended anyways, for his actions. And it's heartbreaking to see him struggle so much, because he doesn't want to be that way. But we'd be there at school with him, and then, the episodes can last anywhere from an hour to days. And we really don't know what sparks them. I mean, we don't know when like, I can ask him one day to make his bed, and it's fine. And the next day, I can ask him to make his bed, and it can start an episode. We don't really... We're trying to figure out how to make it easier for him, and we haven't figured it out yet. So we've been going through a lot of different therapies and different things, and reaching out for more help and all the different places that we can find, and trying to find more answers for him. But mainly we've been spending a lot of time with him, making sure that he's safe and that other people are safe, and that's really our main focus right now, trying to kind of figure out how to help him the best way possible. I say this because I don't think that, like I said, a lot of people know about this. I know a lot of people, we've had this happen in places like at relatives' house or friends' houses, or there's been a couple times in the store that this has happened, and I get a lot of looks, or I get comments from people that maybe my child just isn't disciplined very well, or they're just a bad kid. And it's not true. He's a great kid, and if he could help how he feels during these episodes, he would. He doesn't like that he has these, or that he feels different. He would much rather be able to be included in everything with everybody else, and not have to worry about all the stuff that he does. And like I said, it's heartbreaking as a parent to see him go through this, and to see, just because nobody knows about this. I had never heard of it before, except for once he had the diagnosis. I remembered it being on a TV show once, and it was just a comment that one of the people had made that they had ODD. So it was like, oh, I didn't know what that was, and now that I know, I wish we didn't know for him. It's really hard, and that's been our main focus, and just trying to make sure that he's healthy and okay. and that's why there haven't been any videos or like posting as much to Instagram. It's just I have to focus on that because it's my family, and I've always said that family is the most important to me. It does not mean that I don't miss making my videos or being able to create things. It's just that, you know, with how his episodes work, we don't know from one minute to the next if we're going to need to be there for him. He can be perfectly fine, and then it just kind of, the switch flips and he's not okay, and then we have to go through the episode, and then once that's finally over, we're kind of just waiting for the next one. It's a scary thing, and it can be something that if we don't figure out how to help him the best way that we can now, when he gets older, this could really be something that can affect him very seriously. It's, you know, I've already had it suggested to me that he should be in a group home instead of at home. So we are making sure that that does not happen by doing everything that we can possible. You know, the school has been fantastic with us, thankfully, although he may not be welcome back at the same school in the fall because of how, because his needs are so intense that they just don't have the capability to be able to do that. So finding him another school to go to in the fall is going to be, it might be a hard thing as well, because it's his school and it's what he's used to, and then you kick in the autism and do the change of scheduling and the place and the surroundings that he knows, that might trigger more stuff, and it's a hard process because, you know, the things that we can treat him with, and they are all kind of, they can be exacerbated by other things. You know, he also has ADHD, so we can't really treat the ADHD because it intensifies the ODD, and there isn't really a medication treatment for autism, not really, and so it's just kind of, that's more of a therapy, cognitive type stuff, and so it's a hard thing, and that's why I haven't had just the time or the energy to make videos, especially the crafting ones, because those take so much more time than the videos that are just, you know, opening something or talking about something, because those are generally pretty quick. But the crafting ones, they, you know, they take a lot of, I call it the R&D, or the research and development, which is all the creating before, so I actually have something to make a video about, and then the filming of the video, and then that could be something that could take days, like the squishy videos I did. I really liked making that one, but the cutting and then the painting with the squishy paint, or the puffy paint, squishy, I just have it on the brain. I paint with that, and then it's like that has to dry before I can actually do either more paint layers, or, you know, so it's a big process to do those kinds of videos. But hopefully we will have some more treatments going on and more opportunities to have more time, and we'll be able to figure this out so that, like I said, he's happy and healthy, and I'm able to do some of the other things that I had been doing that I enjoy, and it's definitely something that I wish we were not going through for him. It's heartbreaking, like I said, and I just need to be there for him right now. And once we figure this out, because we will figure it out, I'll be back doing the things that I enjoy. I hope that you guys will stick around and that you can understand, you know, that family comes first with me, and that it should come first with everybody. I love doing this. I love doing YouTube, but family is always going to be my first priority. You got to make a lot of sacrifices when you have a family, and sometimes, you know, they're hard to do, like leaving my job originally, or kind of stepping back from YouTube. Those are all really hard things to do, but I would gladly do them for my family, and that's what I need to do right now. So look for some fun videos with the kids, because that's easy to do, and we're all kind of around, and, you know, we have been looking for some respite for him, so that he can have some time kind of getting a little bit more therapy, and kind of time away from the chaos of just being in a household with 6 people. So that'll give me a little bit more time as well, but just hang in there. We're hanging in there, so I will be back. Always check my Instagram for stuff. I'm always posting some stuff on there because it's quick and easy. I found some really cute stuff the other day when we went out to eat, so that was kind of neat to see. But I will have more things as soon as I possibly can. I'll try to update you a little bit better on what's going on. It's just, it's hard, and you know, it's a personal thing, and then the what it's about can be kind of a difficult thing to talk about, so it's a hard thing, and we will figure it out, and we will be back. So I hope that all of you are doing well. Thank you so much for hanging in there so far. I know some of you guys have gone, and I'm sad to see you go, and I hope that you'll come back when things are back to a different place. But those of you that have been sticking with me, I really appreciate it. As far as videos to watch, if you haven't made all of my Rainbow Loom stuff and that's what you're here for, there's tons of videos for that, and there's tons of other great people who have other Rainbow Loom videos out there too. If you just like watching the videos with my kids, like I said, there'll be a few of those coming up, just because I need to do some videos for them. So, but other than that, like I said, I'll try to keep you updated better, and take care, and I will see you again soon.